explosion of all this smart technology and artificial intelligence, will humans be able to keep up?
92% of all scientists who ever lived are alive today. 85% of all engineers who ever lived are alive today. Think about it.
The future will see machines with a built-in artificial intelligence that will rival our own. We will find ourselves working with and competing with intelligent machines.
Ultimately, these machines will be much more powerful than unaided human intelligence.
The machines are ready. Are we?
As artificial intelligences improve, so are our natural intelligences.
The design of the human brain hasn't been upgraded in 30,000 years, but that's about to change.
Human beings are not standing still in terms of their intelligence.
There is considerable room for improving the brain.
The fact that a third-year graduate student has more mental agility than I do is a simple fact of science, and it's one that pisses me off.
Dr. Gary Lynch is working on a way to improve on nature's design by getting our brains to operate more efficiently, even as we age. And so he is studying our synapses, the tiny gaps between our brain cells that carry electrical signals from one cell to the next.
As you begin to age, these things begin to decay. You feel the loss of cognitive capacity, you feel the loss of memory.
Dr. Lynch has found a way to make those synapses work better using a new class of neurostimulants called ampakines.
What the ampakines do is they restore the synapses to the strength, to the facility, to the plasticity they had when you were young.
Ampakines literally amplify the jolt of electricity between brain cells, which means your thoughts are transmitted across more neurons. You'll be able to think faster and in ways you can't now imagine.
Because the imagination that you have is limited by the number of neurons that you can assemble at any given instant.
It's heady stuff.
The potential is there to do things the brain cannot now do.
But will it be enough?
There are some people that say, okay, we have intelligent machines around, but they will always do what we want. They will act as our slaves. This is ridiculous. If we have machines that are more intelligent than we are, they will decide what they want to do.
If the machines have it in for us, we won't have any defense. There's no protection from something that's more intelligent than you are if it's bent on your destruction. Actually, the defense from malevolent AI is just another AI that's even smarter. Yeah, and the side with the more intelligent AI will prevail.
The train has already left the station. Machines will dominate.
Kevin Warwick thinks our only hope for controlling our future intelligent machines is to become them.
If you can't beat it, join it.
To figure out how we might join our brains with machines, Kevin's lab is conducting an unusual experiment, taking live brain cells from a rat and embedding electrodes in them.
And when we've got about 100,000 of these neurons linking, communicating together, we're connecting it up to a robot body.
That's right. Kevin Warwick is using the living brain tissue of a rat to drive a robot.
That brain is the sole controller for the robot body. We don't have a computer in there that's doing some little things and changing the signals.
Sensors on the robot can detect the walls, and through a wireless connection, it sends that information to the sliver of rat brain. The brain then actually tells it to turn left or right to avoid the wall.
And the output from the brain, which we can pick up as electrical signals on different electrodes, drives the wheels of the robot.
To let the rat brain know when it's successful, Kevin stimulates it with a little extra voltage as a reward. Brain cells like being stimulated.
It's a bit like giving a child an ice cream, but you can't be sure the child's going to do exactly what you want it to do, and the same is true with the biological brain.
Kevin Warwick isn't just creating a brain-controlled robot for fun. He sees it as a necessary first step toward the eventual merger between man and machine.
I would be able to give myself all sorts of abilities that I don't have now. Extra memory, new means of communicating, getting different sensory input instead of being limited to the 5 human senses. Your television set can sense the world in infrared. You can't. Surely you must feel a bit jealous of that. I certainly do. I want an infrared sense. Why not?
His goal is nothing less than to be the one who ushers in a new age of fully cyborg humans.
That new cyborg with a part biological and part machine brain is what will go ahead and dominate the world in the future. So the future I see very rosy if you're a cyborg, or if you're an artificial intelligent machine. If you're a human, well, your time's up.
We won't need to fear our intelligent machine future, because as cyborgs, we will merge with the machines. And when we do, it will usher in a new era. An era of discovery, problem solving, and creativity. And one that redefines what it means to be human.
There's a technology avalanche on the horizon, and the landscape will never be the same.